Okay, so welcome everyone. Good evening, all Safu OGs. This is CryptoSafu, and tonight our class is going to be about introduction to Launchpads, introduction to project Launchpad in crypto, and yeah. So we'll be discussing fully about what Launchpad is when it comes to crypto. So I want to just confirm if Crypto Kaba is good to go, then I hand over the mic to you so that you can take us through all that it is involved when it comes to crypto launchpads.
Yes, I'm active already.
All right, cool. So welcome everyone. Then we have Crypto Kaba, which is our coach for tonight, to take us through and yeah, teach us some things that we might get to know or that might enlighten us better on crypto. I mean, launchpads in general. All right. Yeah, so you have the mic now, Crypto Kaba.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so let's fire on.
So, welcome everybody to today's session, and it's going to be an interesting one. Though we are going to dive deep into what Launchpad is, and whenever we are having hands-on practical, would break down these Launchpads. We'll have examples, and I'll be able to share my screen and go deep into it because uh, it's something very, very deep, and I can't actually combine both. So, quickly, we are going to be talking about Launchpad today. Everything Launchpad is about, that's what I am going to give to you tonight. So, once again, welcome everybody, and I hope we have our writing materials and others down so we can jot down things. So when we talk about crypto launchpads, what do we mean by crypto launchpads? If you look at it very well, you might have seen a lot of projects doing pre-sales, whatever sales and all. Now, these crypto launchpads are just like incubators. Yeah, what do we mean by incubators? Or let's just put it in layman language, a place where uh we are like trying to breed projects. Yeah, incubator. And this particular launchpad actually allow platforms or allow blockchain-based projects to raise capital for their projects. And this particular launchpad help these particular projects or help people to gain early what access to what that token sales. It's as easy as that. It's just an incubator where blockchain based projects are enabled to raise capital for for their projects. Now, getting access to this particular early stage means you are buying at investors' price before what the public launch. Now we have what we call we have the private launch, we have the public launch, and breaking it down is just called what the pre-sale. Now, when you look at it, you see that why all this has been done is because the cost of launching in a crypto launchpad is what is low or insignificant, and a lot of people would be able to get in this project and make profits very early. Let's take for example, let's take uh CryptoSafu token. Let's use CryptoSafu token as example. When we have CryptoSafu token, now before CryptoSafu token can appear on big exchange like Binance, whatsoever exchange, we need to actually launch it on the decentralized platform before it gets towards the centralized platform. Now, in the early stages, we might decide to have a pre-sale, an incubator, whereby we give early access to what Safu OGs. I'm just trying to set an example. We give early access to Safu OGs, or people in the community first to be able to buy what at a particular price before what it's been launched on any exchange, either centralized or decentralized. And these people that are getting access early would be able to buy what at cheaper price. For example, they might be buying on what on these launch pads at $0.5, and when it's launched, it might be what reading at $1, $2. And that is how people make profits from what's this pre-sale. And that is why you see a lot of people investing more on pre-sales. Now we have types of launch pads. We have types of launch pads. We have two types of launch pads. We have the decentralized launch pads, decentralized exchange launch pad, which is the DEX launch pads, and we have decentralized exchange launch pads, which is the SEX launch pads. Now, talking about the decentralized exchange launch pads, it's just launch pads that offers token on decentralized platforms. And these particular launch pads mainly specialize in what IDOs. Example of these launch pads are like the BSC pad, the Tron pad, the CDFI, the Polkastar, the Pink Seal, whatsoever. We have the Pink Seal, we have other, what's it called, launch pads too. But Pink Seal is the common one that is being used on the BSC chain. Now, talking about the centralized exchange launchpad, these are launch pads in what centralized exchanges, and they specialize on what IEOs. Example like the Binance Launchpad, KuCoin Spotlight. And when we are talking about the Binance Launchpad, when you just open your Binance, at times you see that they are advertising some banners in their app, and they are like, this particular pair is launching at this so time, and they'll put the time there. Those are examples of what launch pads. Now, I want you to understand something with these launch pads, that early joiners are always gaining more what benefits than what the late joiners. Now, on the decentralized exchange launch pads, I made mention of the IDO. The IDO just mean initial DEX offering. Now, what does initial DEX offering means? Initial DEX offering is just like a platform for crowdfunding. Yeah, for crowdfunding of what any project that is being launched on a what decentralized exchange platform using what coins or tokens. That is what IDO means. Now, what I want you to like focus more on this IDO is that people from different various backgrounds can actually contribute to it. Anybody at all. And how these IDOs works is that they just put some restrictions. It's not that you just go there, you'll be able to buy any amount. There can be like, it's more of like commitment. You commit some amount of BNB to the pre-sale, and they'll get these tokens delivered to you at at launch. Immediately they launch, or some hours to their launch, you'll be able to go and claim this token on the site. Now they can put it that the minimum you can commit is 1 BNB, 2 BNB, or according to what they desire. And these particular IDOs do have what we call soft cap and hard cap. The soft cap is actually the minimum they want to actually raise. It's crowdfunding now. They are looking for money. So they'll put a particular target that, okay, this is the particular target they want to meet. Now, that particular target, it can be like they have a soft cap of 100 BNB. Now, if this particular project starts their pre-sale and they are not able to get up to 100 BNB, at times this project would not launch because they did not actually get what they are looking for to proceed with the project. So they either refund your money. Yes, they refund your money, or try to extend the time for the pre-sale to be able to reach their soft cap. Now, what does hard cap mean? Hard cap mean that they exceeded their soft cap and they gain more money than the 100 BNB they were actually looking for. So it's just as simple as that. That is just what IDO means. And I want you to understand this again, that this IDOs is just a form of raising liquidity, raising funds for the project. because if you see many projects, some projects don't actually have much funds to actually proceed. So they do this ideals to actually raise funds for themselves. And if you should pay attention, if you've been following up the technology, you understand that there was a season that ideals was the new oil or the new fuel, because then IDU was giving some crazy amount of money, like extremely crazy amount of money. Up till now, if not that the way the market condition is that we have shitty projects, and most of the times new projects are not really being launched like that. You would have seen a lot of projects and a lot of people talking about IDUs, pre-sale, pre-sale, pre-sale like that. And that is how these IDUs work. IDU, initial what? DEX offering, initial decentralized exchange offering. Now we have examples of IDOs, which are the likes of BSC pad. And now when we are talking about BSC pad, BSC pad is just the first decentralized IDO platform on Binance. When we are talking about Binance, it's just talking about Binance Smart Chain, the BSC chain. Okay, I think CryptoSafu wants to actually share a screen for us to see. So let me quickly proceed. So now when we are talking about other ideal platform, we have the BSC pad, which I said is the first decentralized ideal platform on the Binance Smart Chain. We have the likes of GameFi. Though GameFi is just ideal launchpad for gamified projects, we have CDFI.funds, which is actually a kind of popular ideal launchpad. We have the likes of TrustPad, and TrustPad, when we talk about multi-chain, TrustPad is actually a multi-chain was ideal platform, which means it actually accommodates different blockchains. Now we have the DAO maker, we have the likes of, that is after all these ones, that is when the like of pink seals come in, when we have the likes of pink seal, and most of us would know that pink seal is a very, very popular launchpad for what? For BSC projects. Not only BSC projects, if there are other projects or other blockchain projects that are being launched on it at the moment. Now, moving ahead, we have what we call IGO. IGO is something more similar to what the IDO, but IGO is actually initial game offering. An initial game offering is just more like launchpad for what? Gamified projects, the likes of projects that are based on NFTs, or they have tokens as their what? In-game currency and rewards. That is why it's called IGO, initial game offering. And there was a time that gamified projects was actually all over. That is when we have the likes of Axie Infinity, we have Crypto Blades, there's this one, Alien Worlds. We have a lot of games then. Though then these particular gamified projects are actually expensive then. And trust me, a lot of people make crazy amount of money. People that were able to what? To afford these games. Because these games, the way it's being played, you have to buy let's say for example the likes of uh Krabada. Krabada have their own games. I can't really recall the name, but then when you want to play this game, I think to play the game, if you want to start it up, you need about 1.4 million naira or some amount of money like that. And when you start the game, as you are playing, you need to be upgrading, you buy crabs and all. You just play and make money, and within some weeks, you would have made back the money you actually used and some gains. So a lot of people actually made crazy amount of money from initial game offerings. As you are playing, you are getting tokens as reward, and you are getting what? You are getting the main blockchain token itself when you play. And now all these games are actually offering what? Their initial tokens to gamers. Yeah, to gamers who can what? Store them or wait for the price to go up or down. Take for the example of Axie Infinity. That is how plenty people make money on Axie Infinity. So much money. People were playing games and what? And making money. Like huge sum of money. Now moving forward, we have what we call what? We have the likes of the ICOs. What do ICO means? ICO means initial coin offering. Coin offering. Remember, we talked about the IDO, we talked about the IGO, and now we are talking about the ICO. ICO is just initial coin offering. And now this particular ICO is just another form of cryptocurrency that businesses use to raise capital. And now ICO is more of like for centralized exchanges, more like OTC, over the counter, whereby investors receive what unique cryptocurrency for what in exchange for their monetary investments in the business. Let's take for example, let's say Starbucks is investing in a particular company. Yeah, is investing in a particular company. Let's say he's investing 50 million, and what he'll be getting in return of his investment is that they'll be depositing what some particular amount of what of token to his wallet as return of what investments. And these tokens are actually unique because what they help you what fund open software projects. There are some blue chip projects that what it won't be available to many individuals. It's just available to some investors or some set of people. So ICO is not something that is generally available to to everybody. It's just for for big investors, and it's more of like a centralized platform. So to wrap it up, ICOs is just what is just a form of Launchpad is just a form of what avenue to make money for what early projects, just to make money, to raise funds for the project. And that is just what launchpads mean. And it's as basic as that. And don't forget, we have types of launchpads, as I said. We have the DEX launchpad, which is actually the decentralized exchanges launchpads. We have the word centralized exchange launchpads. And that is the types of launchpads that we actually have. Centralized and decentralized. Now quickly, let me see if I can share my screen to show you some example. Let me share my screen to show example of the decentralized exchange launchpad, so all of us can actually see it. I think Pink Seal Finance, yes. Now you can see, what do we have here? You can see launchpad list. Pink Seal is actually a launchpad, and you can see whatsoever they wrote here. Helps everyone to create their own tokens and token seals in few seconds. So when you want to create a token and you want to raise funds to further the project, this is an avenue for you to you create the project, you put it out. Let's quickly look at some particular projects, and I will show you whatever thing I've explained. Now look at the top. Look at number 1, we have rules. Number 2, Flash. We have different projects. Look at this new project, Twitter X. Let me click on this Twitter X and I'll show you some things that I've explained. I'll show you what this project actually does or how they make their money. Though this particular launchpad I'm on is for what? Binance Smart Chain. Though there are other chains too there. Now you can see we have this project. You can see the pre-sale address. You can see the token name. You can see the tokenomics of the project here. Now look at it, soft cap 20 BNB. Did you see the soft cap 20 BNB? They want to actually achieve 20 BNB. Once they get 20 BNB, they will launch the project. And now they started the pre-sale today, and they are going to end it on the 27th of this month. They are going to list it on decentralized exchange, PancakeSwap. Now look at it. Look at everything. See, you can see out of 20 BNB, I think they already gained They already gained 25 BNB. They've exceeded their soft cap. So this project, after the countdown here, after the 1 day, 18 hours that we have here, the project would launch. And now, if you want to actually commit, look at it here. When you connect your wallet and you want to commit, they might tell you that okay, the lowest you can commit is what 0.05 BNB or some amount of BNB. Now, when you commit, you connect your wallet and you proceed and all. Now, when you do that, you come here, you commit. Then afterwards, after this time has finished reading, the pre-sale ends. They won't launch immediately. They'll actually wait for everybody to finish claiming their what their tokens before they actually launch. So it won't be as if they'll just launch before you claim your tokens. And when you actually buy something at $0.5 and it's launching at $1, immediately a lot of investors would want to sell immediately. So they wait for people to claim their tokens. When everybody are done claiming their tokens, then they launch on PancakeSwap. You can do whatever thing you want with it. And some projects might not what some projects might not allow immediate sales. They lock the liquidity for some days to when they are done. Now, if you should check the listing price, I think we should have the listing price here. Let me check it. Okay, their listing price is not here. But on a normal what is it called? Launchpad, you see
Yeah, that's a fair launch.
you said?
It is a fair launch.
Okay. Sorry, let me check for another one that it's not a fair launch. I did not actually pay attention to it.
Yeah,
Okay, all
that will
these
be on.
ones are fair launch. I'm coming. Let me try to see. Maybe you will get. Okay, they are all fair launch. They are all fair launch. But if you should get the one that it's not fair launch, you would actually see what you actually see the price which they are listing for. You see the price which they are listing for. You see everything, how they want to plan all their activities. Now you can see this particular Apex, it's on what Ethereum blockchain. So Pixel Finance is a multi-chain is a multi-chain launch pad. It's a multi-chain launch pad. So that is everything on Launchpad, and that is just everything on Launchpad. Everything you need to know about Launchpad. So it's very, very simple and concise. So I don't know if CryptoSafu actually have more contributions to whatsoever I have deposited, or we have any questions at all.
Yeah. Okay. I think we have people that want to contribute, and yeah, before that, what you have to do for us, crypto cover, help us to prepare the question that will be answered to arrange for the giveaway section that we'll be moving on to shortly. So help us get the question ready. So just like the way we used to do, drop the question in the group, and the fastest person to answer correctly and yeah, get to be the winner. So yeah, before we move to that section, so Starbossy, I see you unmute your mic. It's like you have something for us.
Yes, I actually have a question.
Okay.
Good evening to you all. Good evening to our lecturer for today, Crypto Kaba. We really appreciate the lecture, and it is very, very educative. I have been waiting for this kind of lecture so far because it gets to some point I was very, very confused. And my question goes thus: Is there a particular place that before they launch any token, like they will have is there a particular, I don't know, is there a particular maybe centralized exchange or decentralized that before they launch all these tokens, they will have listed them and people will know that okay, oh, on this social date they want to launch the token. Because why am I asking this? Few days ago, a friend of mine told me that they want to launch quick token on Binance. That I should go and check that maybe I should go in that I should buy it. I was not like quick token. So when I copy the contract address, I go on Dextrose. I know that the market cap of that quick token is 35 point something million. And the liquidity was around 600K of like, I know to deposit that amount. This token is a scam token that they want to launch the token on Binance, and the token already have 35 point something million market cap. So I now told that after the token has been launched on Binance, that there is tendency that this token will fall. It was not like it's not possible. Then I said, okay, let's watch and see. So immediately the token was launched on Binance, and the token started dipping. At this moment, the token is even around 24.24 million, so from 35 million, and it was launched on Binance. So I don't know, is there a particular centralized exchange that all these tokens have been launched first before it is being launched on decentralized exchange? That is my question. And another question is, when you are showing us something, you talk about peer launch. So I don't really understand what you mean by peer launch. Is it different from the relaunch, or what exactly do you mean by that? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll answer your first question, and CryptoSafu will help me answer the second question. The first question, you talked about a project listing on Binance. Now, let me tell you something. Most of these projects, these big projects that you actually see listing on centralized exchanges, they've already listed these projects on decentralized exchanges long ago, like long. Not all, though some are just directly listed on centralized exchanges. They start trading on what? Centralized exchanges. But most of these cryptocurrencies are already what? They've done their pre-sale. They are trading on PancakeSwap. They are trading on this Etherum chain decentralized exchange. I can't really go. They are trading on decentralized exchange before they are being put to what? Decentralized exchanges. And the price that they are trading on what? Decentralized exchanges. That is the price that they will be listing them on this particular what? Centralized exchanges. Take the like of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu or all those Inu tokens there were already trading on what? They were already trading on decentralized exchanges like the like of your PancakeSwap or Swap. They were already on decentralized exchanges. They have volumes already. They are being traded already. So probably you did not get across to know that this particular project has been listed on decentralized exchanges, and they are trading already. Now, before a project is being listed on centralized exchanges, there are some criteria that it needs to pass through for it to be listed, and there's some amount of money that these projects actually pay to get listed on centralized exchanges. Some projects, some centralized exchanges do take up to $50,000, $100,000. Though I don't know about the one for Binance, but Binance should be more. But other lower exchanges take like $50,000 for you to list your project on their centralized exchanges. So probably most of these tokens are already being traded on what? On your decentralized exchanges. And now a project being traded on what? On a decentralized exchange does not mean it's a shit coin. I just want to correct that, because most traders, or I'll call it these crypto people, when you see a coin or a token trading in a decentralized exchange and it's not on a centralized exchange, most people tag them as what? Shit coin or projects without utility. But some of these projects have huge utility, like very big utility, strong base, before they are being listed on centralized exchanges. And some self are even, most of them are actually DeFi tokens. You see them doing crazy numbers. If you go and do your research, there are tokens then, before this dip, there are tokens or projects that are actually worth more than the price of Bitcoin. Yeah, they are worth more than the price of Bitcoin, and some are not even on centralized exchanges. So some particular projects are already being traded on decentralized exchanges even before they appear on centralized exchanges. So I hope I have done justification to that question. So the second question, I'll just allow CryptoSafu to answer it.
Yes, you have done justification to that. Thank you very much. And one more thing. So where should we, or which particular place are we, before all these token are being listed? Is there anywhere we can get to know where they are doing their pre-sales? Is there any place we get to know when they are doing their pre-sales, so that we can be aware before they launch all these tokens?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, this your particular question brings me to talk about networking or community. Now, you can't just you can't just be surfing online when you go to your like all these crypto where you see new projects that they want to launch, you do your research and all. But now you need that is where community comes in, where you get informations. You see that there's this Pepe token, all these tokens that did crazy numbers. All those people that actually got it earlier, where did they get it from? From community. They get access to what valuable information before you start seeing them on Twitter and all. Probably the pre-sale has passed, you just went to buy and wait for it to pump. But these people that actually bought the pre-sale, they are bought at early stages. They got access to what? Information, like early access information. And that is it. So probably you're in a community, you get it early and you know about the projects early. There are different communities. But these particular informations are not information that you can easily get when you don't actually have people that are top. Most particular informations are actually blue chip informations. You can't just see them anywhere. Let's take the like of Pepe now. Probably it has started trading, they've even finished their pre-sale before you start seeing it on Twitter, people start hyping it after it has done 10x, 20x. But do you know that there are people who actually got in early? And that is where community or networking comes in. So that is how it works. Probably you might even see the token online or you see the advert somewhere on your DEX tools or whatever, and you'll be like, Pepe token. You'll be like, it might be a shitcoin or it might be a Roku project. But deep down, you don't know that people that have access or know someone or know the owner of the project already know the plans they have and they've shared it within their community that this is a blue chip project and all, and they pick it and they make money from it. So that is how it works. And same thing, if you look at
Thank you very much.
most of these airdrops and all, if it's something that you can get the information easily, even though most of the airdrops that people made money from, you see that the informations are everywhere, but you don't believe it. You'll be like, I've done so many airdrops and all. But people that actually have access to what community and all, and they have these blue chip information, they already know, they inform them that wow, participate in this, and that is how they make money on the crypto space. When you are, yeah, your research can actually make you good amounts, but when you have a community and you have people, you get access to what these blue chip informations, you make more money, and that is how it works.
Thank you so much for doing justice to the question. I really appreciate, sir.
All right. That's cool. Thank you so much, Crypto Cover. Yeah. Just to like attend to your second question about the difference between fair launch and other type of pre-sales we have. This is it. Crypto Cover have explained that we have two different type of launch pads. Like we have the one that is on decentralized exchange, and we already know the meaning of decentralized exchange. Decentralized exchange means that you can just connect your wallet to it and perform any activity you want to perform anonymously. Like it is fully decentralized and accessible to everyone, which is talking about transparency as well. And yes, on the other side we have ICO, which I mean, yes, we have the IDO, initial depth offering, and we have the ICO, so which is the one for the centralized exchange. Yeah. So we have the decentralized exchange and decentralized exchange. So on the decentralized exchange, we do have IDO, and on the centralized exchange, we have ICO, initial coin offering. So on the centralized exchange, this is where we have the likes of our popular exchanges like Binance, Gate.io, let me see, OKX, KuCoin, Bybit, and other exchanges like that. So what they do is they want to sell a token, they want to launch a project on these exchanges, and when a project is to be launched on these exchanges, it means that they need to perform an ICO, initial coin offering. And what we need to understand is that we need to understand the safety concern about these two things. Like when you are, I like the approach you took when you got an information about a token that is about to be listed in Binance, and you went ahead to check the DEX to information with the contract address, and you noticed that the liquidity was low. Having a low liquidity with huge market cap is something of much consideration, because you need to understand that if it gets to Binance where huge volume is going to be expected to happen, then there will be a problem of arbitrage. And when there's a problem of arbitrage, it means that some people will take opportunity of trading that token to, attack the liquidity to make some profits. That is why you see the price dropping instead of it going up. So a project that needs to launch on, I mean, that will be listed. You were using a wrong, how do I want to say it? A wrong English use case for it. It should be that the token was supposed to be listed, not launched, because the token has already launched on a decentralized exchange. So the token might launch in a way. There's also something called stealth launch. Stealth. Stealth. Yes, stealth launch. We have stealth launch as well. So stealth launch is one that you just, it's more or less like a fair launch, but you just make it a launch that is available for everyone directly on the on exchange. Like you just provide liquidity, then you allow everyone to buy at their own I mean at their own pace. So that is for stealth launch. So just to come back to the Binance listing. So your approach was very good, because it is just so obvious that the price will come down. And this is one of the things that we need to consider when we are trying to be safe in crypto space. Because if you have just hyped the token because you heard that it is going to launch in Binance, and you were not doing any research, you were just like, my friend told me to buy the coin, and you went ahead to just buy the coin, no research, nothing, and then your money starts coming down. It is never your friend's fault. It is purely your own fault, because you have some information, you have resources at your fingertip that you could have used to just check on these things. So Starbucks, I believe that you are doing the right thing, like with what you said. So it is better than losing out your funds. So yeah, to answer your question directly, we have different. This is Pink Sale. I'm sharing my screen now, and on Pink Sale we have different type of launch as well. We have the one they call the subscription launch, the fair launch, and we have the normal pre-sale, and we also have private pre-sale. So yeah, for the normal pre-sale, like what Crypto Cabal was explaining. So normal pre-sale is going to have a target that have to be met. So like now I'm going to open this current live sales, which is X Shiba. And you have to be careful on this Launchpad. Don't I'm going to tell you one thing. On this Launchpad, like for example Pink Sale, it is a decentralized Launchpad, and 99% of the projects on Pink Sale will not give you profit. You understand? All these projects that I are saying, don't go in there to go and ape them. 99% of these projects are shit. So you have to be very careful. We are just using this for education purpose. So rather than that, if you want to go here to buy any project, do more than enough research before you jump into it, because this is just the way things work here on the crypto space, and you need to understand that. So on Pinksy right now, 99% of projects are shit. So yeah, if you want to understand how fair launch and normal pre-sale work, is just that a normal pre-sale is going to have a target price that it is going to launch. It is going to have a soft cap. It is going to have hard cap. So the soft cap means that what is the minimum for it to enter the trading markets, which is where we then start to see it live on Dex tools, on other like Dex screens, Dex tools, Dex views. That is when we start seeing the token being traded. So otherwise, this is just like a place whereby people gather funds together for the launch. So for fair launch, what fair launch means is just that everyone buy the token at a fairly distributed amount. Like for example, uh the total supply for this token is around 420. This should be trillion, 420 trillion, and the one for the pre-sale is about 320 24 trillion. So for a fair launch like this, it means that okay, for someone that bought $1, $10, it has to be fairly distributed for everyone using this supply that is available, 324 trillion. So it is not like pre-sale. For pre-sale is going to have a target price. Like okay, one X Shiba is equals to $1. That is for a normal pre-sale. Two X Shiba is equals to $2. That is for a normal pre-sale. But for fair launch, it means that at the end of the sale, the amount of token will be distributed based on your uh purchase. So that means it is evenly distributed, and it will then be the targeted price for it to be launched on the market. So fair launch is always interesting because people feel like they get to see a huge number amount of tokens for them at the launch of the token. I mean, when you launch the token, you can actually get more token from a fair launch than a normal pre-sale. Let me see if I can see, because a lot of people do fair launch rather than all these pre-sales. This is fair launch. Okay, so this is subscription. Subscription is, I don't want to go into subscription because it is also like a scam. If you are looking for a good launch pad, actually, Pink Sale is not one of the best. It's just like uh it is very popular because it allows anyone to just launch on it. Rather than that, if you go to Pinkster to find a project, you have to be extremely careful. So right now, this is a normal pre-sale. This Dodge 69. Yeah, exactly. So this is a pre-sale. The one I explained the last time is about the fair launch. So if you come to pre-sale, you are going to see the pre-sale rate, which is going to tell you one Ethereum is equals to 478,000 Dodge 69. So that means it is fixed. So what Crypto Kaba was saying before was that you will get to see the pre-sale rate, and you will get to see the amount is going to be listed on exchange. So then you see the listing rate, which is one Ethereum is equals to 478,000. So that means you can get the pre-sale rate and the listing rate. So, and you see what is their soft cap. Their soft cap is 30 Ethereum. If they are able to raise 30 Ethereum, then they can launch. Otherwise, they can't launch the project. It means that this pre-sale will fail automatically. But if they launch this, I mean, if they get to sell 30 Ethereum or above, any amount, even if they don't reach this hard cap, they can launch. But if they reach this hard cap, it means that they have to stop selling the token. So if it reach this hard cap, uh the pre-sale will automatically close. So that is just what is being stated here. And yeah, so that is a basic thing we need to understand about Pinkster Launchpad. But please try to take extreme caution when you are using Pinkster, because this is one of the things that happen with Pinkster Launchpad. Any project launch on Pinkster, it is always very sure that immediately after launch they are going to dump, because it is more or less like hyped pre-sale, except from some projects that have unique marketing team, and they are like very, very experienced about launching of projects. Otherwise, it is about just left to our choice, to pick on project to invest on. So that would be like answering Starbucks question. Starbucks, I don't know if we are good to go.
Yes, I'm with you. You are good to go. I understand your explanation. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, you're welcome. So, yeah, do we have anyone who is also interested in asking a question? Okay, Terry, yeah, you have the mic.
I just want to actually thank you for this class and actually learn to work with I'm actually very grateful for this. And I hope we have more of this class. It's really, really helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Terry. We'll definitely be having more of these. We have a class every day, and we have activities going on every day. You can Don Bridge can actually share with you. I mean, can just post on the group to give us a reminder of our activities. We have a lot of activities. So welcome, Terry. It seems it's your first time joining us tonight, but yeah, it's nice to have you. Crypto cover. Are we good to? Okay, before we go to the next section, do we have anyone who is having a question to ask? Just unmute your mic first, and yeah, I'm going to just call you up to speak. All right, if we don't have anyone, yeah, crypto cover, we're good to go. So yeah, everyone, get ready to get to see the question to be asked on the group chat. So yeah, just focus on the group chat right now while Crypto Gappa is going to drop the question. So we need the fastest person to get the correct answer to the question. So are we all ready and good to go? Okay. Yeah, so Crypto Kaba, I can see your message. You said it's going to be a simple one. Yeah, we're expecting you to drop it. So just like we used to do, the winner is going to be getting BNB in reward, which you can use for anything you want to use it for. All right, cool. Crypto cover, we're good to go. Wow, that is a very, very simple question. Why do you ask this so simple question, Seth? Okay. Let's go. Crypto cover, your question is too simple. Please two type of launch pads. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what your answer is. Let's us allow everyone to drop their answer. Maybe it might look simple, but at the same time, are we saying Dex and Vex? Okay, J the dope. Wow. Okay, let's go. Decentralized and centralized launch pads. Two type of launch pad. Let me even see if what I'm thinking is correct. Two type of launch pads. Two type of launch pads. Uh, you know, we might feel like it is correct, and at the same time, uh, you know, yeah. It's interesting to be honest because Dex and sex. I don't want to be giving people hints. Yeah. Let's see. Drop your answer. We have 1 more minute to go, please. Let's see the correct answer. I mean, let's just see who is giving us the correct one. Let's
Okay.
go.
I think I am going to pick the winner already. Though everybody is just
No,
typing,
no.
typing.
I, I've, let me see. Should we still allow people to drop their answers, or we should pick the winner
Uh,
already?
I think we should pick because it's something very simple. Though the way it's more simple, it's something like logical too. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I think I'm going to pick the winner now. I want to make some correction. Though
Oh,
BSC pad is a launch pad. But now, when we are talking about two types of launch pads, it's BSC pad just falls under a category of it. Now, MX said DEX and SEX. Why I'm not going to pick you as the winner is because when you are talking about DEX and SEX, if someone just comes into the group now and sees DEX and SEX, he will take it as decentralized exchange and centralized exchange. But now, initial day offerings and initial coin offerings is wrong. Centralized and decentralized. We have different meanings to centralized and decentralized. So I think Don Briggs is actually the winner because he specified that decentralized exchange launchpad and decentralized exchange launchpad. Now, when you just say DEX and SEX, as I said, it means a different thing entirely without
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
launchpad form of it. So I think Don Briggs actually have the right answer to the question. So kudos to Don Briggs. Is actually the winner for tonight's giveaway.
Okay, so as we used to do, yeah. Don Bridge is our fly girl tonight. So, like our normal procedure, Don Bridge, all you have to do is so simple. Just drop your wallet address, and yeah, you are the winner of tonight's question and answer with our BNB reward as giveaway. So, it's just one of the way we try to get ourselves more inclined and also understand the things we're learning together in a more better way. So just like you said, immediately who dropped the answer first? Emex immediately dropped the DEX and SEX. What came to my mind was that it should be the winner, but I look at it carefully, just like you said. I noticed that Dex and Sex is also having different meaning. Like Dex means a decentralized exchange. So you can actually ask a question that what are the type of exchange we have? So you can call it Dex and Sex. But talking about Launchpad, then we should be much more we should be much more clear about it. So it's going to be decentralized exchange launchpad and centralized exchange launchpad. So those are the places where we can see projects launching. It is either on a decentralized exchange or on a centralized exchange. And this is what happened. One thing we need to notice is that when a project launch on decentralized exchange, they are always trying to, push the project to launch on centralized exchange. Why? This is because the way Bitcoin cryptocurrency started, it was more of being focused on centralized exchange first. Some people created this centralized exchange because people needed where to, buy their Bitcoin and sell their Bitcoin. So that was why centralized exchange was the first type of exchange that was adopted in cryptocurrency. So, which makes centralized exchange to have huge funds. Like you can't compare centralized exchange to decentralized exchange. The funds available on centralized exchange are very, very huge. Look at Binance, for example. Look at the funds Binance is holding in the cryptocurrency industry. It is a very huge amount. Although we have a lot of projects on decentralized exchange, but projects when they launch on decentralized exchange, they want to tap into the volumes, the user database that is available on centralized exchange. That is why we see project trying to launch their token. I mean, they are trying to list their token. This is listing this time around. They want their token to be available for buy and sell on a centralized exchange. So, this is a wonderful topic tonight, and I believe we have been able to grab some things that might be helpful while we continue our crypto journey. So, Don Bridge, please drop your address so that we credit you, and at the same time we all congratulate you as the winner of tonight's class section giveaway. So, Crypto Kaba, before we continue or wrap this thing up, do you have anything you want to drop for us again? Okay, I have D4D. D4D is unmuting his mic. So D4D, you have the mic. Good evening.
Good evening. I actually want to commend our tutor tonight. Like he has been really trying the last class and tonight too. I'm very, very grateful to him, sir. That's what I have to say, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, D4D. And that is just like an appreciation to Crypto Kaba, who has been doing a great job for us so far. So thank you, Crypto Kaba. We all appreciate you. D4D appreciate you. All right. So before we continue, do we have any of our Safu OG who is ready to speak or having something to drop for us before we proceed? Please let us know. Before we call before we wrap this up. Okay, so I think I'm not seeing anyone raising up their hand. So yeah, let us know our next schedule for tomorrow so that we all can get prepared. If you have been working for us as our CryptoSafu army, please make sure that you help us in meeting our protocols and goals. So please keep doing what we want you to do as a Safu army. Let's get more Safu points. And also for new interested people, if you're interested in joining the CryptoSafu army come with incentives reward whereby everyone is rewarded for their activities. So just send a request to at TrevorTech. I'm going to reference the crypto army, what was it called, the crypto army introduction and request to join. So I'm going to reference it in the group now. So if anyone is interested in joining, just try to send a DM to at TrevorTech. So you are going to be guided on what to do. So yeah, CryptoSafu army is one of our platform that we try to make sure that everyone is grown together to push this community forward, because we are all trying our best to make sure we make a difference in the crypto space. And don't forget, all what we are trying to emphasize on is to always make sure that we are safe. Like, we are not a victim of scam, a victim of rug pull projects, a victim of wallet hack. These are the things that are very common in the crypto space. So we have to be very careful. Guys, don't worry. When we get to the point that we know that everyone here can actually do analysis perfectly, don't worry. There's a lot of projects we are going to be dropping into the group. And I believe when we start doing that, by that time, every one of us know what to do correctly, and we'll be able to make enough profits like what we wish to make on all these projects. So yeah, for people interested in joining the CryptoSafu army, I'm trying to check the message that we posted about it. I'm coming just to be sure that I still have it. I want to try to reference the message, and also tell us what we have coming up next in our coming days. Also, so this is what we want you guys to do. We'll be dropping a LinkedIn. Okay. I've seen our link tree. Sorry, our link tree. Our link tree. Okay, I've seen the CryptoSafu army. So yeah, if you are just joining for the first time, so check it to join for CryptoSafu army. So you can check the group message, CryptoSafu army. So you can earn points, and your point, when you get to some point, you can withdraw them as a normal USDT. So it's just a way to appreciate people working hard for the success and growth of this community. So you are going to be guided on what to do the moment you join. So yeah, we're going to be wrapping this up very soon. And yeah, I think tomorrow should be Wednesday. Tomorrow is also, we are having a very, very interesting thing tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, is our quiz and end. Yeah. I'm always enjoying quiz and end. Same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigeria time. Don't forget, it is also our quiz and end. If you are interested in winning something tomorrow and also learning something through the quizzes that we are going to be offering, make sure you are prompt to it, because it is being handled by bots. And the moment the question starts, if you are too late, you might not be able to win the quiz competition. So it is more or less like competition, and we try as much as possible to get everyone prepared for the quiz. So tomorrow, don't miss it. And yeah, expect the recap of this video this section to be uploaded on our YouTube video. If you need to learn something more, just go to our YouTube channel. Try to subscribe, like our video, give us comments, let us know what to improve on and how we can make this community better. So yeah, we'll be closing this up tonight for tonight. And yeah, congratulations to our winner once again. And thanks to thanks to Starbossy for asking a question that shed more light to what we've been able to learn today. Also, everyone who participated, D4D, yeah, a shout out to you. Don't Bridge, shout out. And all Safu OGs, yeah, a big shout out to everyone. And everyone joining us for the first time. Terry, Dunamis of Web3, JD Joe, Topsy. I can see everyone here. CTO, Emacs, Olayemi, and yeah, you are all the real OGs. So yeah, meet us again tomorrow for our quiz and end, and it is going to be another wonderful section. So have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye.